How's it going, everybody? It's Jim here, Scottish guy, not in Moscow, but I'm in Grozny, Chechnya. I'm on Ismailova Boulevard. It's Friday night and I'm going to take a walk. So compare this to like the main street in your city or town where people will go for a night out. The difference here in Grozny, Chechnya, is a completely alcohol-free Muslim Republic of Russia. So it's going to be a little bit different than what you might expect a Friday night to be if you're watching from the UK or maybe from America. I've already had a little walk up and down this street, but now I'm going to make the video just for you. Are you ready to check out Grozny, Chechnya on a Friday night? Let's go. Alright guys, so Ismailova Boulevard, if I'm saying it correctly, is the main street where people will come, maybe not just on a Friday, Saturday night, but it's full of cafes, it's full of restaurants, and what you will see is you will also see a lot of English signage. Like for example here, Darba Pharmacy, even though we're in Russia, normally it would be called an apteka. Okay, over here I see another one called Geek Avenue and Bestsellers. So I'm seeing first of all a lot of English signage. We've got one over there called John Coffee, and Erzo, who's now went home, my local guide, he described this as the sort of Times Square of Chechnya. Now of course it's not actually like Times Square, but what he was meaning is this is the sort of main central street where people are going to come, they're going to hang out, they're going to meet their friends. Look at this cool little coffee place. Coffee's huge here, as I've been here already for about 2 days. So before we spent a day here in Grozny checking it out. Today I've been all over the mountains of Grozny, the mountains of Chechnya, outside of Grozny. I've been seeing how the people live in the villages. Tomorrow I'm going to Dagestan, but I thought I really want to come and check this place out on an evening. Look, Normalnoye Место, which translates, this is the Russian, which translates into as Russian place, which translates as normal place. Over here we got Coffee Story, which is basically like the Starbucks of Chechnya. Now you'll be able to check out my other videos with my guide and now friend Erzo, who's going to give you a lot more information on the history and the culture of Chechnya compared to the rest of Russia. But this place is interesting because I says to him, do you have McDonald's? He said no. I says, do you have Vakusny Tochka, which is like the Russian McDonald's? He said no, but what we've got is Makovsky. But look at those yellow lines, like the yellow M. If that's not McDonald's, then I don't know what else is. And here it looks like we've got a Georgian burger with Sear cheddar, with cheddar cheese. But what I really want to show you is, it's actually next door. Let's go check it out. Crispy Grill. Crispy Grill is basically KFC. And what I found funny was, which I love, we've been talking about the facial hairs of Chechens a lot, and you will actually see the crispy guy, the KFC guy, has the Chechen beard as well. Look, crispy. Do we have an example? Ah, right, he's over there. You can see him in the corner. A bit like the Colonel Sanders, but he's the Chechen. Colonel Sanders. He's got the beard. What have we got over this side? Right, we're back on to the main street. One thing you'll notice is very peaceful, very clean. I've been having a really good time here actually, and anybody I have spoke to they've all been really nice. I didn't know much, I have to admit, I didn't know much about Grozny, about Chechnya, the Chechen people before I got here, but I have been learning a little bit. Zalotoy, I guess that means golden, if my Russian translation is correct. But here it's about 8:30 on a Friday night, and the people are out. But I was speaking to Erzo earlier, I says, what is it like when it gets to midnight? Is it still busy? He says, yeah. Like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, there's still people here. And apparently at the end of the street, he's told me that there's a beautiful view of the mosque, all lit up. So we'll see that at the very end of the video. As you can see, the Chechen people are out enjoying the good weather as well. We were up in the mountains today. It did rain a little bit, but yesterday I got completely sunburned. My Scottish skin was probably only the second time it's seen sun in about 6-7 months. Didn't have any sun cream on, but my face and my arms all burnt. So what you'll notice here if you come to Grozny in Chechnya, things like cafe culture, like coffee, tea, very, very popular. So people watching from the UK, can you imagine a place where alcohol, well, there is absolutely no alcohol, zero. My understanding from what I've been told, I've definitely not seen anywhere. With alcohol, the people here, the Chechen people, don't drink alcohol whatsoever. And let's get across this road. And the street will go on. Another coffee story I can see. Let's weave through the traffic. I don't think there's any particular... Is there any lighting system here? I don't know. I'm just going to cross and get across to the other side. So what I've been learning is everything is about... In the 90s, Grozny, Chechnya, was was basically named by the UN as the most destroyed city in the world. So everything you're seeing is basically been built or refurbished from the 90s onwards. So everything, here's a better example of the crispy guy. I love his Chechen beard. I can't believe I shaved my beard off and kept a mustache and then came to Chechnya to do videos. I've been learning all about the significance in the culture, but there he is. I'm not sure if the crispy guy's got a name, but that is the name. That's what he looks like. So it looks a bit like, everything looks at a KFC, but for the guy looks Chechen, and it's called Crispy, but written in English lettering. But onwards, we want to see the rest of the street. So let's continue on with a little walking tour down here. Looks like we're coming up to a nice restaurant with some tables outside. It's been about 25 degrees the whole time I've been here. It's probably cooled down now a little bit to about 17, 18 since we're in the evening. But again, as I said, I didn't really know much about Chechnya apart from what I've seen on the news in like the 90s, so it really wasn't what I was expecting. When I came here, everything looked so new, so clean. And this is throughout a lot of the city. If you check out the rest on my other video, I've probably already posted my first impressions. There's a new area that's called Dubai within Grozny where all the new buildings are being built. And everything's completely brand new, and of course because it is summer, it looks beautiful. It looks new, beautiful, clean. Looks like this is new blocks. And apparently things are being built at an amazing rate. A bit like Dubai, everything is sort of being built very quickly. So I think even if I came back in a couple of years, it would be even more advanced. I'm starting to see the mosque at the end of the street come into view. So we're going to go down and check that out. It should look pretty good. I've seen it in the in the light, but it should look pretty good in the dark, all lit up. So we're coming out onto what I believe is the main square. I was here yesterday during the day, so let's go keep checking it out. I can see some children zooming around and those little electric cars. So I think we'll cut through this square, see what's happening in downtown Grozny, Chechnya, and then we'll head over finally and end at the mosque over there. Everybody seems to be having a good time. We got some people on swings over at the other side. We got the kids on the cars. We've even got a mother and daughter in a little tank. Let's have a walk through the people swinging. So let me know in the comments, what do you know about Chechnya? Russians, you'll probably know a lot more than the people that are watching from the UK, from America, Australia, and wherever anybody else is watching from. But let's head towards the mosque at the other end of the square. These blocks as well are just, as you can see, it's just the concrete so far. So those are being built also. And I can see in the distance there's more. So it looks like, in this one here, it looks like things are being built at quite a fast rate. Got some lads playing football. They're doing all right actually. And tomorrow We're heading to the home of Khabib, or Habib, the home of Hasbullah, everyone's favourite celebrity. We're going to Dagestan tomorrow, which is about a 2.5 hour drive away. Already been in Chechnya for 2 days. This is maybe going to be like the third video that I post. I'm not sure which order they're going to come in. Over here we have, I think it's called Grozny Mall. Apparently it's the biggest mall in Grozny. Over that side. There it is over there in the distance. I'm going to spin around slowly and let you see what it looks like. And I guess as a foreigner, especially a foreigner speaking English, making videos, I've got to say it feels safe. Don't really feel any sort of threat or anything like that. Guess it's just a place where you just be respectful, and seem to be very nice people, anyone that I've spoke to. There it is. There is the mosque all lit up at the end. Over Little Walk. Check it out. There you go. Looks pretty beautiful, doesn't it? Alright guys, there we have it. I was here in the daytime and I thought, you know what, it's Friday night. I'm going to Dagestan tomorrow. I don't know if I'll ever be back in Chechnya. I thought, got to come down here on a Friday night to check it out. I'm looking at my reflection, that moustache has got to go. I fancied a change, but now I'm looking at it, I'm like, the beard's coming back, the moustache is going. Time for me to head back to my hotel. Thanks very much for watching. Dagestan tomorrow. See you next time.